I'm Travis from Rideout Arsenal, and today I'm going to be showing you the Dragon. On the workbench today, I've got some pre-production samples that I'm going to be going through to show you all the features and benefits that the Dragon offers. One of the most recognizable features of the Dragon is its low bore axis. So the barrel is located very low in the chassis and is directly in line with the web of the hand. This provides very low muzzle rise from recoil during shooting, which gives you the benefit of very quick follow-up shots. Very easy to maintain a sight picture between shots, and you're not losing and needing to reacquire that dot when you're shooting. The Dragon, it uses a very unique and innovative operating system. This is a lever delayed recoil operating system. So instead of a slide, you got a bolt and a bolt carrier. And they're interfaced through an internal lever at the front of the bolt. This creates a inertial mass amplifier. So after a round is fired, it starts pushing back on that bolt. And because of the geometry, the ratio of the lever needs to move the bolt carrier a much larger distance than the bolt to open. That delays the opening of the chamber until the pressure is low enough to safely extract the round. This is very similar to how a roller delayed operating system works. In fact, the roller delay is just a subset of a lever delayed system. So the recoil impulse of the Dragon is very smooth, very soft. It is not snappy like some of the gas delayed systems that are out there. Another very cool feature of the Dragon is the NROC, the non-reciprocating optics carrier. So during normal operation, when the bolt carrier and the bolt are reciprocating, ejecting and loading new rounds, the optic stays fixed to the chassis. In conjunction with the very low muzzle rise, the optic does not move, so that makes it very easy to maintain a sight picture, keep the dot in focus and on target, even during recoil when you're shooting. Very easy gun to shoot, very fast split times between targets. The NROC does allow you to cycle the action though, so you can use the NROC to cycle the action, load new rounds, clear malfunctions. You don't have to relearn any of those fine motor skills that you've been practicing. It just works how you would expect it. The NROC has an internal locking latch mechanism. So when the bolt is moving, basically anytime it's not closed, the NROC is locked to the chassis. That prevents it from moving during recoil, making sure that it stays fixed to the chassis, again giving you that very clear, stable sight picture. In addition to the optic, the NROC also incorporates a rear fixed fiber optic iron sight. The front fiber optic sight is in the nose. You notice that is also fixed, does not move with the operating system. So you're getting, again, even with the iron sights, a very stable sight picture and a very long sight radius here. So 8.75 inches on the iron sights because we've got the rear situated behind the optic and the front at the front of the pistol. The Dragon is a truly ambidextrous gun. So we've got controls located both on the left and the right side, exactly the same. You don't have to deal with moving like a mag release to the left or the right side. It's just there. So we've got the bolt release and the mag release on each side of the gun. In addition, we also have integral to the chassis. We have thumb rest or gas pedals, again, both on the left and the right side of the gun. I'll talk a little bit about the trigger. So the Dragon has a phenomenal trigger. So this is a straight pull trigger. It's not a rotating or pivoting trigger. And it's a very short, crisp, clean trigger with a sub 3-pound brake. So we've got a very tactile reset as well. So if you're used to shooting a 1911, 2011 with a competition trigger job, that's exactly what you're getting with the Dragon right out of the box. So we've got a nice clean brake, tactile reset, very short, brake again sub 3-pound. The grip on the Dragon features a full 360-degree high texture stippling, so giving you a very good grip on the gun. We've also got ergonomic features here. There's a swell on the rear of the back strap. that provides a very good purchase on the gun and forces that high grip as you're drawing the gun out of the holster. Also, because the optic is sitting very far back behind the ejection port, even when the bolt is closed, that gives you a nice flat, smooth rounded surface back here for very large beaver tails. So it's very ergonomic, very comfortable gun to point and aim. We also have a single finger swell in the front here that is deeply undercut in the trigger because you're holding the gun very high in relation to the barrel. At the bottom of the grip is a interchangeable mag funnel. So the gun can be run with or without the mag funnel if you need to take it off to meet certain class standards for whatever competition you're shooting. The Dragon uses standard Springfield Echelon magazines, both the 17 round and the 20 round. So these are reliable, plentiful, easy to find, relatively low cost. And we're using just stock ones, no modification here. So we've got the flush fitting 17 there, and then of course the longer 20 rounds if you can run that extra capacity for whatever class you're shooting. I do want to demonstrate the mag release for you. So of course it is drop free, but in relation to that, it also pretty much shoots the magazine right out of the gun. So even at a horizontal angle, mag's coming right out there. Makes it very fast, efficient reloads. The Dragon is a fully modular gun, breaks down into all of its components without using any tools, which makes it very easy to modify it, interchange parts to suit whatever your need is. So I'm going to go through the disassembly of the Dragon. We'll start with the field strip, and then we'll go to the full disassembly so you can see all of the components and just how easy it is to take apart. So the first step in the field strip is just to lock the bolt to the rear. Up in the front here in the nose, there is a latch. So the latch just comes up, and then we're going to rotate 30 degrees to the right, and then the nose comes right off the front. There's a tri-lug interface system between the barrel and the nose, and the latch provides the orientation. So that keeps that front sight always oriented to the barrel. So these are, again, interchangeable, easily interchangeable, and we're going to be offering these in the standard format as well as a compensated one, tuned weight, a silencer as well. So we'll have our own silencer available, but we're also going to be offering threaded versions of noses, so you can use the silencers that you already have. Next step in disassembly is just closing this bolt. At the front of the bolt carrier is the takedown latch. So normally with the nose on there that is locked up, disassembly can only be done with the nose removed. So push down on the takedown latch, and then the bolt carrier comes right off the front of the gun. This gives access to the recoil springs. I'm just going to grab the guide rod and pull the recoil springs right out of the front. And then the next step is just removing the bolt. Tipping up on the front of the bolt, we'll drop the rear, and then we can just pull it out from underneath the end rock. So the rear of the bolt is interfacing with the end rock. That's how it operates. So we just got to tip it out of there. This is as far as you need to go for typical field stripping. You now have access to run a bore snake or cleaner through the barrel. You also have access to the rails for the bolt and the bolt carrier, and you can clean the recoil spring. Optionally, you can remove the end rock off the rear of the chassis. This gets you a little bit more room to clean that barrel. You can also clean and lubricate the rails for the end rock. These obviously are interchangeable. We're going to be offering these in different footprints. The first 100 are coming with the RMR cut, but we will be offering them in all of the popular footprints, as well as just a fully adjustable rear iron sight if you don't want to run an optic at all. Next step in the disassembly, again, beyond what you would do for field strip, would be removing the barrel. So at the front of the barrel is the barrel latch. So just pull up on the barrel latch, and the barrel comes right out the front of the chassis. This will give you a little better access if you needed to soak just the barrel to clean some carbon or whatnot, but typically not required just for a field strip and lubrication. The barrel is a bull barrel, kind of a unique square profile here, but it has a large rail interface on the bottom that couples it to the chassis. So again, a fixed barrel, does not move during operation. This makes the Dragon a very accurate gun. All of the operating components that we've just removed are steel. They're made out of a 4140 hardened alloy steel, and they're all coated in DLC black finish. I do want to note that the lever and some of the operating components that directly interface with the lever are made out of a S7 shock-resistant tool steel. So a very durable steel there. It's going to give you a long service life of the operating system. The lower assembly here is made out of a 7075 T651 aluminum, so very high strength aircraft aluminum, and we've gone ahead and hard coat anodized this. The first 100 are going to be available in this burnt bronze, so black and burnt bronze two-tone color. We'll be offering different colors for production runs in the future. The next step in the disassembly would be removing the back strap. So inside the mag well, there is a latch that releases the back strap. It's very easy to manipulate. Just push up on the latch and the back strap comes right off the rear of the grip. The back strap is another component that's going to be offered in different variations in the future, so different palm swell sizes and different stippling. After the back strap's off, the mag funnel comes right off the back of the grip, slides right off there. These, again, are interchangeable, and you can run the system with or without the mag well installed. These will also be offered in different variations. With the back strap off, the grip module comes right off the rear of the chassis, so we'll just slide that right off the rear there. At the top of the grip module is the bolt hold open and bolt release. So a single component includes an integral spring, sits right on the top of the grip module there. That just leaves the chassis and the fire control group. So fire control group just slides right out of the chassis. Inside the chassis, we've got a pinned ejector. That's just a slip fit pin held in by the grip module when it's in there. That just leaves the fire control group. So this is the part that is the regulated firearm per ATF definition. It includes the trigger safety, disconnector, sear, hammer link reset, mag catch, and mag release. It is marked and serialized, and this is the component that is the transferred component when you're buying the firearm. That means all of the other components here can be upgraded and interchanged without any FFL transfer. So that means that we can ship these components and their different variations directly to you. The fire control group, again, is very easy to work on. I'm not going to disassemble it for you here today, but all it takes is a paper clip to push out these 3 slip fit pins, and then the components and their springs will come right out. Makes it very easy to service those parts. Now for reassembly. The Dragon is very easy to put back together. It's just the reverse steps of the disassembly. And again, it doesn't take any tools. So we'll go through the steps here. So we've got the chassis. We'll just slide that fire control group back into the chassis. Next is the grip module. Just slide this onto the rear of the chassis. This captures that fire control group. Now the mag funnel onto the rear of the grip module. Then the back strap. So top in first, rock down. You'll hear the latch catch on there. So this is an assembled lower assembly. Now we'll start putting the operating components back on. First, with the barrel, slides into the front of the chassis until it stops. Push down on that barrel latch in the front. Next is the end rock, slides onto the rear of the chassis. Next component to go back together is the bolt. We just drop the rear under the end rock, tipping back in the rear, letting it fall forward in the front. After that, we're just going to put the recoil springs back in. So recoil spring and guide rod, sliding into that recoil housing, and then behind the lever in the front. Then we go ahead and put the bolt carrier back on, drop it over that guide rod, slide to the rear, and push the carrier lock down. Now we can lock the bolt to the rear. Final component here is the nose. tri-lug interface. We'll install it that 30-degree to the right angle, then rotate until the latch drops down, locking it firmly to the barrel. Then we can drop the bolt and we have a fully assembled Dragon. So I talked about the different materials here. We've got aluminum in the lower components, steel in the operating group. So this is a fully metal gun, but it's still relatively light, weighing in without the optic at 33.9 ounces, but it's a very well-balanced gun. I hope you've enjoyed going through the Dragon. Please check us out on the website.